the parents covered it up, protecting Scam Sam, of course, and all the billions and billions of dollars. How's it going, guys? Always great to see you. Another Scam Sam update. Now this one is actually absolutely exciting because it involves his parents. Yep, his crooked parents. So I'll go over some of the details involving a lawsuit against the parents from FTX. FTX themselves, now the company in bankruptcy court, they're filing a lawsuit against Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried, Scam Sam's parents. Now remember, this is one of the biggest financial crimes ever in history. Billions and billions of dollars stolen, missing, totally misappropriated. And of course, this is huge for the cryptocurrency industry because, well, after this collapse, so many things, so many scams basically were brought forth. So many scams became just obvious, you know? So I'm going to go over some of the details of the lawsuit. I have a copy of it and I'll of course show it on the screen. But before we get into that, let's just do a basic summary. So this lawsuit is absolutely brand new. They just filed it in court. Well, anyways, let's look at this headline from Bloomberg. How Sam Bankman Fried's elite parents enabled his crypto empire. Crypto empire. Now all this wording from Bloomberg is very specific. They're not messing around. Very specific. For example, the use of elite parents. Then right below the headline says Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried, both renowned Stanford scholars, opened doors and provided a halo effect for his company. Halo effect. Interesting wording. Halo effect, what does that mean? It's a noun. The tendency for an impression created in one area to influence opinion in another area. So of course, this has a lot to do with effective altruism. His parents were followers of this effective altruism concept. This baloney image that they portray of themselves as being, goody two-shoes. When in fact, they're just classic crooks. You know what's funny about all this is that just now they're getting sued. I'm super shocked it's taken FTX so long. And on top of all this, all the allegations that are in the lawsuit, basically, I would think would lead to a criminal investigation of the parents themselves. They've admitted time and time again how involved they were with Scam Sam's whole crypto empire in a legal capacity. This may actually lead to a family reunion behind bars. You never know. Look at the real estate empire that they themselves were able to achieve just with Scam Sam's money. So in the very lawsuit, FTX was alleging that effective altruism was being used by the parents as, of course, to provide an image, but instead they were absolutely involved and complicit in Scam Sam's crime. Of course, spending illicit money on real estate and other assets. And FTX is saying that these effective altruistic law professors exploited their access and influence within FTX enterprise to, of course, enrich themselves directly and indirectly. And of course, bizarrely, when the crypto exchange collapsed and Scam Sam initially got into deep doo-doo, well, his parents remained by his side. Of course, they're his parents, but also they remained by his side as legal advisors. Pretty interesting. On top of that, Joseph Bankman, the dad, he was a paid FTX employee for over a year, which FTX knows. And if FTX knows this, well, guess who knows? The prosecutors that are chasing after Scam Sam. So it is a little interesting that Joseph Bankman has not been criminally charged. Not yet anyways, but you never know. That might be coming. Apparently the dad also joined Scam Sam in Washington, D.C., meeting policymakers and supposedly expanding the philanthropic endeavors. Well, you know what that means. FTX says Bankman played a key role in perpetuating the culture of misrepresentation and gross mismanagement and helped cover up allegations that would have exposed the fraud committed by FTX insiders and, of course, his own damn son, Scam Sam. That was said by FTX. And of course, all this is super ironic. Or is it ironic? Because the supposed Stanford legal scholars, well, get this. If you don't know, the dad is expert on taxes, which means, well, he knows his way around, knows how to worm his way around taxes. Maybe that's why Scam Sam went off to the Bahamas. And the irony keeps going because his mother is another legal expert. But guess what? On ethics, on legal ethics. You can't make this stuff up. To make matters even worse, FTX alleges in the lawsuit that Joseph Bankman, the dad, he knew that the whole thing would go kaput. He knew that it would collapse. And of course, using his legal tax expertise, Joseph Bankman, the dad, started conversations on how to protect the assets, all the assets that he had accumulated to ensure their safety in case or when FTX exchange would come crashing down and, of course, file for bankruptcy. They're saying he knew what would happen, and he had conversations about it. I don't know. Is that a smart crook move? Maybe. Maybe not. They also say that despite knowing and ignoring FTX was insolvent or on the brink of collapse, the parents, both mom and dad, discussed with Scam Sam the transfer of $10 million as a cash gift from FTX, Scam Sam essentially, to the parents. Cash gift, 10 million bucks. On top of that, over $16 million worth of luxury properties in the Bahamas. This was just before the collapse, which means they knew it was coming. Now, as for the mother, well, apparently she was not formally employed, such as the father, but FTX describes her as the single most influential advisor to FTX and Scam Sam when it came to FTX political contributions. Interesting. And of course, it's all very well known that, well, Scam Sam donated millions and millions to political action groups, of course, that the mother co-founded. And that's what the court papers basically say. So, one crooked family. They're all giving each other money. It's going to get hairy for them real soon. Because this is just a lawsuit. It's not the criminal charges. Now, if there's no criminal charges after this, that's insane, because this is all what FTX found just on the parents. And that's not criminal investigators. That is just FTX. Ouch. Now, Scam Sam has repeatedly basically defended his parents, tried to alienate them from the whole FTX collapse. And of course, that makes sense because, you know, he wants to protect his parents. On top of that, he wants to protect all the gifts he's given them. In their investigations, they see the whole shebang as a family-run business, a family-run crypto empire. That makes sense, actually. Makes a lot of sense. Joseph Bankman, Barbara Fried, both lawyer experts, remember, they're also being accused of basically helping cover up complaints from FTX's own formal lawyers. So somebody probably saw some funny business and they brought up some complaints. The parents covered it up, protecting Scam Sam, of course, and all the billions and billions of dollars that eventually got stashed away somewhere in some crypto wallet overseas and offshore accounts. Who the hell knows? On top of that, they say that the parents helped executives evade necessary disclosure for political donations, which is one of the charges that Scam Sam is facing. Now, Stanford University themselves also benefited from all of this because, well, the dad, Joseph Bankman, he gave over $5 million to the university, probably trying to prop himself up. You know anything about academia, those donations, man, they buy you a lot of favors. They buy you a lot of friends, especially in high academic circles. And for Scam Sam to give that money to Stanford via his father, well, it's just one way of just helping his parents reach a higher status, become the elite parents that Bloomberg says they were. Makes sense. Now, one of my favorite parts is statements made by the parents as lawyers, because of course, lawyers make the best excuses. They make the best reasons for all the and scammery. So the parents' lawyers, they say, this is a dangerous attempt to intimidate Joe and Barbara and undermine the jury process just days their child's trial begins. These claims are completely false. Mr. Ray and his massive team of lawyers who are collectively running up countless millions of dollars in fees while returning relatively little to FTX clients who got scammed. They should know better. Well, that is true. The lawyers always win because of those damn fees. Remember, the FTX lawyers are raking in $1 million a day. A day, every single day. And this money is basically going to be taken out of the pot that would otherwise go to everyday folks that got scammed. So that's, it's a little No matter if they lose the lawsuit, I really think that somebody, Hulu or Netflix or Amazon, is going to give the Bankman Frieds probably a show or a movie or a mini documentary. They're going to make more millions of dollars from their whole scam. So annoying. Fraudulent activity. Okay, so here is taking a look at the copy of course, the lawsuit. Bankruptcy Court for the District of Delaware, FTX Trading, Alameda Research, Alameda Trading, FTX Trading, versus Alan Joseph Bankman and Barbara Fried for, of course, the giant crypto fraud. Now, I'm just gonna read a little bit of this. I know this could be boring, but you'll realize that basically everyone at FTX knows that the parents are in on it. They know, which means that the prosecutors should know as well. It begs the question why they're not criminally charged yet. We'll see. Nonetheless, I'll read some parts, just a few paragraphs, so hang with me there. It's pretty entertaining. Okay, it starts off with debtors and debtors in possession of Alameda Research, etc., FTX, blah, blah, blah. File this complaint to recover damages caused by fraudulent transfers, breaches, aiding and abetting breaches of fiduciary duty, unjust enrichment, knowing assistance or knowing receipt, and other wrongdoings, and to avoid and recover fraudulent transfers. Plaintiffs allege the following. The action seeks to recover millions of dollars in fraudulently transferred and misappropriated funds from the parents of FTX founder Senor Samuel Bankman Fried, aka Scam Sam, his father, his mother. As Scam Sam's parents, they exploited their access and influence within the FTX enterprise to enrich themselves directly and indirectly by millions of dollars, probably billions, but anyways, knowingly at the expense of the debtors in these Chapter 11 cases. Despite presenting itself to investors and the public, now this is where they get really funny, despite presenting itself to investors and the public as a sophisticated group of cryptocurrency exchange and businesses, the FTX group was self-described family business, now revealed to have been fueled by fraud, perpetuated by and for the benefit of a group of insiders, including Scam Sam, Daniel Friedberg, Gary Wang, Nishad Singh, Caroline Ellison, of course, collectively all with insiders. They go on to say that Bankman, Joseph Bankman, the dad, played a key role in perpetuating this culture of misrepresentation and gross mismanagement, helped cover up allegations that would have exposed the fraud committed by everyone at FTX. Well, they used the terms FTX insiders, saying that together, the mom and the dad siphoned millions of dollars out of the FTX group for their own personal benefit and their chosen pet causes. Pet causes, very funny wording. This lawsuit action seeks to hold them accountable for their misconduct and recover assets. They go on describing things I've already discussed, but indeed, Bankman, it says, proudly touted that he was an early investor in Alameda. Interesting. And Alameda was the one they used to misappropriate the billions and billions of dollars. They went on to say that in January 2021, FTX, Alameda, and WRS retained the dad pro bono as a pro bono counsel to advise them and their subsidiaries and affiliates on general corporate and tax matters. Later that year, Bankman became employed by FTX US as senior advisor. And they go on and on to say that he was awarded very, very richly, handsomely, of course, by his son. So it is very interesting. It is all very, very interesting. Lastly, another Bloomberg headline, which I found very funny. Scam Sam wants to know if any jurors lost money trading crypto. The wording there is funny. Trading crypto. They didn't say, hey, I lost money to FTX, or I got rug pulled, or I lost money in Celsius, or Terra Luna, etc. They didn't say lost money because of a crypto scam. They said lost money trading crypto, which means it's a blanket look at any juror dealing in crypto, essentially, because at some point or another, anyone trading crypto has lost money. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. Of course, the lawyers don't want anyone who lost money in crypto to be a juror, but find that distinction quite funny. I'd be curious to see if that proposed demand, if the judge approves of it or not. because that would be kind of a big deal, kind of a huge deal, if they can keep anyone and everyone who's ever lost any money on crypto out of the jury pool. I would say that's pretty unfair. We shall see what happens. This is absolutely exciting, huge development, and I hope that you check out the video at the end here, because I have a clip of the dad himself talking about his involvement with FTX and, of course, the crypto scam. Anyways, the wheels of justice seem to be moving forward, even if they are very slow. Hopefully the parents get criminally charged, but you never know. Maybe those political donations they made might save their ass. You never know. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash a like. Please do subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in the next one.
Can anybody out there